Yeah, more than 500 employees woke up to a text this morning from Paycom telling them not to go into work. The company terminated what they call the back office roles and replaced those jobs with AI. Employees say this was a slap in the face they never saw coming.
I first found out through a text message. I opened it and it said, "Please do not come into the office today."
Paycom fired more than 500 employees Wednesday and replaced them with AI tools those employees had previously been trained on.
You can say the word automation all day long, but it's like, is it for our clients? It's not for us. Is it for us? I don't know. Is it going to make my job process easier? Or is it going to eliminate my job?
Employees were asked to join an online webinar at 8:30 a.m. There, they found out their job was eliminated. KOCO interviewed an employee who was let go. They remained anonymous because their severance included a non-disclosure agreement. That severance included 10 weeks of pay and transition assistance.
You could tell they were just reading off of a script. It didn't feel heartfelt at all. I was crying the entire time.
Paycom called the mass termination a workforce restructuring strategy, saying the advanced automation technologies will impact a limited number of non-client-facing roles, but multiple employees called that misleading.
We're all client-facing, so if Paycom said it wasn't, that's not true.
Terminated employees were told not to return to Paycom, and their belongings would be shipped to them.
Well aware of AI, but I never thought it would happen to me.
Kit Kat's parent company is getting leaner and more automated. Nestle, the world's largest food company, plans to cut around 16,000 jobs worldwide over the next 2 years as it leans into AI and automation to speed growth and slash costs. That includes roughly 12,000 office roles and another 4,000 factory and supply chain jobs. Nestle calls it a hard but necessary step towards saving $3.3 billion by 2027. CEO Philip Navratil says the world is changing and Nestle needs to change faster. Now, the shakeup comes as overall revenue at Nestle has dipped this year, hurt by weaker demand in China and currency swings. Nestle says these cuts will free up cash to invest in new products, AI-driven operations, and innovation, even if it means short-term pain for long-term gain.
Now let's get back to Alice Bentic to discuss the VC funding environment. What's next in terms of early stage startups? She is co-founder and CEO at Entrepreneurs First. She is live at the group's demo day in San Francisco. And Alice, it's great to have you on Overtime. Welcome.
Hi, Morgan. Thank you so much for having me.
So one of the things that I think is interesting, if we just take a step back and before we get like broader outlook from you, is the fact that Entrepreneurs First, the way you would describe it is as a CAA for startup founders, a CAA, of course, being a talent agency. So the fact that you're on the front lines of what's coming next with entrepreneurs and new startups, what are you seeing and how do you work with them?
So the way we think about EF is that we are a talent investor. And what this means is that we're finding the very best talent from Europe, India, and across the US, helping them build startups from scratch. And yes, as you were saying before, what we're seeing is at the moment, they want to build in AI. We have this very unusual process that enables these individuals to meet each other, form co-founding teams, and then move to the Bay Area to raise their seed rounds. As you said, we have our demo day here today, and you can see some of the founders getting ready behind me. About 85% of this cohort is working on AI or AI-related products. And I think what's super interesting right now is seeing how many young founders are really excited about using AI to disrupt some of the more traditional industries, whether it be agriculture, whether it be manufacturing, whether it be finding rare minerals. So yeah, the AI world is booming, but it is also recognizing just how big the opportunity is in AI at the moment.
So it sounds like as Founders Day is unfolding in real time behind you, AI continues to be the headline.
It really does. It really does. I mean, to give you an example of some of the companies that are going to be pitching today, we have a company called Daisy AI that is transforming how food processors work. So if you think about big food processors that take in a product like milk, they actually don't necessarily understand how much milk they're going to take each time they work with a different farmer. Daisy is able to increase efficiency by up to 80%. These are the kind of companies that we're seeing. And over the last 10 years, we've built more than $13 billion worth of companies. And the majority of those companies are working on AI.
You guys, I know there's a lot we need to focus on, but we need to pay attention to the threat of AI. All the good that AI can do to advance us being in the wrong hands because of who we elect, not paying attention to the impact it's having on society, humankind, not just Americans, is like crazy. So right now it's been determined, because it's been done, a lot of banks have voice authentication for people to access their accounts. And AI has been able to replicate those customers' voices to break into the bank accounts. Now, I want you guys to think about, that's only the beginning of what hackers can use AI for. So we have that. Bernie Sanders held a committee hearing and had experts on there saying that AI very likely, this is according to these experts, will be eliminating 100 million jobs within the next 10 years. There's only 160 million jobs in the United States. I had to look that figure up. I mean, why wouldn't you want a much more efficient, high quality employee, 100 times faster and more effective, and you don't have to pay them, right? That's a huge threat.